En 2009, j'étais à New York avec des amis qui étaient membres de la Park Slope Food Co-op. Alors que moi, j'avais habité à New York dans les années 90, je ne connaissais pas du tout cette coopérative parce que ce n'est pas très bien connu, en fait. Donc, je l'ai découvert, je l'ai trouvé génial. Principalement, tout était bien. Les produits sont bien, les prix sont bien, mais en fait, c'était l'ambiance non commerciale qui était super. Le fait que c'était insolite. Tu entres dans le magasin et c'est tellement plaisant parce qu'il y a plein d'activités, mais aucune envie de séduire ou de vendre. Et ça, c'était super agréable. Donc, à l'époque, j'habitais à Paris déjà. Et je me suis dit, je veux bien faire mes courses dans un supermarché comme ça à Paris. Et en même temps, quand j'ai vu cette coopérative, avec toute l'activité, tout le chaos, grosso modo, de ce supermarché à New York, je me suis dit, parce que je suis cinéaste, quel superbe sujet pour un documentaire. Et donc, on a passé des années à parler avec Joe et Anne de la Park Slope pour découvrir pourquoi. Et il y a vraiment des choses à faire. On a une liste même de 9-10 points qui expliquent ce qu'il faut faire, Un exemple, par exemple, parfois il y a une tentation de dire « Ah, ça me plaît, mais je veux le faire dans une version boutique. » Et l'expérience montre que ça ne marche pas. Et la raison est assez simple. Si on demande aux gens de venir participer au fonctionnement du magasin 3 heures tous les 4 semaines, mais en contrepartie, entre guillemets, ils ne peuvent pas faire, grosso modo, la totalité de leur course, même les personnes très motivées, après quelques mois, ils quittent le projet parce qu'ils font leur course comme normal de toute façon. Et donc, une chose qu'on dit, pour ce genre de projet, grosso modo, il faut que ça soit un supermarché. Il faut qu'on propose une gamme complète des produits. Could I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I teach preschool.
I don't see it by the spices and herbs. Thank you.
Hi. What do you do for a living?
I'm a designer and animator.
Could I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I work in social services. I work with the homeless.
I'm a psychoanalyst.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
What do you do for a living?
We're filmmakers.
Yeah.
This is a cooperative supermarket. It is open only to its members, but anyone can join. Everyone who shops here must work here for 2 hours and 45 minutes every 4 weeks. A staff of paid employees is hired to coordinate member labor. Because 75% of the work is done by members, the prices are extremely low. The food is very good.
I live nearby. I'm gonna go home, take a shower, and then go to work. And, it's fun. I love it.
Thank you for helping out this morning.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Take care.
The pepper at the co-op is $2.43 a pound. At Whole Foods, it was $4.99 a pound. And the chocolate bar at the co-op is $1.65, which makes me want to get it. And at Whole Foods, it was $2.50. So overall, we saved about 40% by shopping at the co-op, which, doing the math, is about $126.03. every 2 weeks in savings from shopping at Whole Foods.
I'm a public librarian and I work 2 Saturdays a month and thus get a day off during the week on the days when I do Saturdays. So my regular shift is actually on Sundays. I'm here doing 2 makeups for some shift switching that happened.
I've met people, I've met friends. My husband's gotten work through somebody that I chatted with. Like today I'm chatty because I had a coffee. Other times I'll go stand in the corner and I just want a bag and don't want to talk to anyone. It depends on what you want to do, and everyone's here doing, everyone's nodding. You can be as social or as antisocial as you want.
It's an entire community, and it represents a new economic system in this country.
Do you think it'll catch on?
It's going to have to, because this country is not going to, it's going to collapse one day if this type of system doesn't catch on. This country can't last.
One of the most important reasons that the food is so good at the co-op is the turnover on every product is so high. Nothing sits on the shelf. I rarely check the date on anything at the co-op before buying it. Food stores in the States sell so many products made with rancid oil and rancid nuts, and people have no idea. You just don't get that at the co-op. So what's really great? The produce. A lot of people join the food co-op just for the produce. The buyers work directly with some family farms and cooperatives upstate and in Pennsylvania, and they have great relationships with those farmers. The co-op only marks up its product 20% over cost. No other retailer can do that with these kinds of perishable items. The dried beans are good, the oats are excellent, and again, it's always fresh because none of it stays in the co-op for more than a few days.
No, it means that you can't shop after Friday because that's the end of the grace period unless, you do a makeup. I mean, the co-op just wants to see that, members are trying to reduce the number. That's great. Do you think you could come in on a Friday night or Saturday morning? Yeah. The member that called is a teacher, and her schedule's not one that allows her during the week to make a shift. And whatever happened, she missed her last shift. And so when you miss a shift, you have to make up the shift that you missed in addition to another one. So that's the deterrent, is that you get a second shift owed.
There is no CEO. There is no board of directors. There's no shareholders to report to. We don't have to finance the corporate jet. We don't have to, we don't have to finance, the corporate junkets and bonuses like that. We are the owners, and as the owners, we run the place. All 16,000 of us. This is where I'm going to draw your attention to the Light Waiters Gazette. This is the newspaper that's published by the co-op on a bi-weekly basis. And if you turn to page 8, you'll see the calendar of events that the co-op is running. And it runs from lectures to films to cooking, kids' variety show, all sorts of things. Music, and December the 27th is a cheese class.
A lot of paperwork.
I know, but this is really the worst of it. In our family, there's 2 of us. Do we need to pay at the same time, or can we pay like $100 and then a few weeks later pay the $100?
Yeah, you each have the first month to pay your joining fee.
Okay.
And then the next month to pay your investment.
Cool.
Okay, great.
Okay. Hi there.
Looking for a shift?
I am.
Okay. Do you have a day of the week or a time?
Honestly, I think that I could probably do well with something from like the 8 to 10:45 Monday through Friday. I don't know if those
Morning?
are super popular or. But the soup preparation that starts at 7. Maybe I could do that. That probably is pretty exciting, like kind of fun.
Anything that we don't compost that's still usable goes into like the soup kitchen bin, and then people will prep it.
Is that the last shift in this? Did I take up the last one?
In for Monday on
Okay.
this day, but it rotates all the
cool.
time.
You know, absolutely. This one. It's preparing the food to go over to Chips, the food pantry. It's like a soup kitchen.
I've come to depend on the quality of the food here. And when I'm in another city and I'm not at the co-op, even when I'm in this city and I can't get to the co-op, I have a little bit of a panic attack eating the food or even thinking of buying food from another place because I just trust the food here. So when I walk into a Whole Foods after being a member of the co-op, I feel like I'm walking into Disneyland. It feels so fake.
And when I talk to people starting co-ops, I say, well, you want there to be a lot of excitement about your co-op when you start it, but what you're really doing is you're building a connection. You're building an organization that people will feel connected to. And if you succeed in getting people to feel connected to their co-op that they own, the stronger you can make that connection, the stronger your co-op will be. And the stronger you will be, the more chances are you're going to make it. So, how do you build a connection? If you ask someone for one of the most precious things in their life, in fact, the most precious thing, which is a little bit of their time on earth, that's most precious. Not your money in your bank. It's time on earth. That's all we've got, in my opinion. So, we're asking for part of that. How outrageous is that? So, if you're going to give that, you make a connection. I think it can be duplicated. But it's like, you have to get it. You have to get the culture. You have to study it. You have to study it and learn it.
This isn't my favorite though. My favorite is like turn around.